Jim, we have some breaking news as we are recording here. Joey Chestnut has once again retained the Nathan's International Hot Dog Eating Championship.
Wait a minute. I'm going to predict he ate 78.
63 hot dogs.
What?
To make himself the 15-time Nathan's International Hot Dog Eating Contest champion.
But wait a minute. Didn't he do 70-something last year?
Well, I don't know. I haven't kept touch with the the stats here.
Because he was kicking the shit out of the Japanese fella. What was the Japanese fella? Kobayashi?
No, but I think it's the opposite. And I could be wrong. I'm not an expert in the field, and we should. It's kind of more like wrestling than wrestling is. I think Kobayashi worked for an outlaw group, and then Nathan's is like CMLL, and they're like, you can't ever come back.
Well, yes, because 2 years ago, Kobayashi tried to hit the stage. Remember on the live telecast on ESPN, and they had security take him off. Yes, he got it. But I thought Chestnut pulled in at the last and beat Kobayashi, and then Kobayashi got on the outs with the promoter and tried to shoot his own angle. But Chestnut has been beating himself every year. I thought he'd be up in the 70s.
Do you think they like a Joey Chestnut has like a outlaw garbage mud show thingy? Like, oh, they eating fucking pigs in a blanket. They're fucking bullshit.
Oh, yeah. You got to, or the shortcuts they take where they, try to get the kids' size portions or whatever. There's got to be some mud show competitive eating going on.
Do you think there should be rules? Because I've seen like some of these guys talk about their strategies. It may have even been him. I'm not sure. And it's less about actually eating or chewing and more about like just getting in your mouth and then getting water in your mouth and just getting it down.
Yes. Just swallow it. Just open your throat up and just swallowing it.
That doesn't really seem to be in the spirit of the event, though.
I don't know, but that's advice I've always given. I've always said, look, don't worry about chewing. Just open your throat up and take it all the way down right at the same time, as far as you can.
With your love of food, is there a limit? Or is there a specific kind of food that you actually think if you were in a competitive situation where you had to eat the most of anyone else who was there, I would guess some of the other top eaters in the world, is there one food that you actually think you could go toe-to-toe with anyone over?
I'm not in training anymore because I have a normal human weight now, and I don't binge eat, and I'm not severely stressed and aggravation eating. But I would say the one food that I would be able to eat more of than anybody else, and nobody has ever topped me in this establishment, was the old Clarksville seafood. And my buddy Steve Neer ran it. They closed down a couple of years ago. There was a problem with the ownership of the location of the property as the city of Clarksville was expanding and all this other stuff. But I could eat that stuff. And I told Mama Cornette this one time when I was just a young lad. I could eat this until I just fell over sideways. So if I was going to challenge somebody to an eating contest, it'd be fried fish at Clarksville Seafood, but they're not open anymore. So, son of a gun.
All right. Well, that was your food update here on the show.
I did. I've done pretty good. I lost a burger eating competition over in England, but they didn't tell me that instead of multiple good tasting burgers, it was one giant 4-pound patty with a fucking loaf of bread for the bun. And that goddamn freaking nature Joe Hendry beat me. He ate the whole thing.
Did you compete against Svengoolie, or was he just the judge of a contest?
He was the judge. He was the judge there because I was the guinea pig trying to and see he got me too because this was at Victoria's old restaurant, the Squared Circle up there. And I could eat the burger, but he did a last minute swerve on me with the competitive eating commission, and it was a triple order of the fries and a Twinkie shake, which was delicious.
That sounds awful. A Twinkie shake?
A Twinkie milkshake. Oh, my God. It was insanely good. You got your milkshake and you got your Twinkie. The only thing better is to put them together. You know how to eat a Twinkie, don't you, Brian? You just open your throat up and let it go as far down your gullet as you can without chewing.
Is that okay? Well, to each their own, I guess we could say here on the 4th of July.